everyone. Today is March 30th, my mother's birthday, and sometimes my mom is watching these videos. So Mom, if you're on your iPad now, happy birthday. So this begins the next series of Fishman Method poses for osteoporosis. The next 6 poses are on the floor. So for the rest of the week, we will be on the floor. I'll try to remember to give alternative options for people who have bad knees and can't get on the floor. So if you're a person who has knee issues and this is too hard for you to sit, you can always sit on 1 block or 2 blocks. Okay? But it's good to sit like this because you just stimulate all the acupuncture points that have to do with digestion. You also keep your ankles and hips flexible. So one person learned to sit this way. I read a story where remember the phone books that we used to have? She would rip a page a day from her phone book, and it was a big phone book. Eventually, she got down. But if you can find a phone book and you're inspired to do that, good for you. So today we'll start with first a upper back opener. Some of you may have seen my announcement page where I said we're going to do back openers and flexing the spine this way. So as we age, we often get you see people, they get kyphosis, that the shoulder shrinks, the front body shrinks, and the back body overstretches. So as you can imagine, this pose puts pressure on the heart, and it also compresses the lungs. So the lungs don't have all the space that they could have inside that large rib cage because posture has been compromised either through habit, through work, through gravity, through osteoporosis. But you know, it's a constant job to kind of build the strength, build the posture, feed the bones, so it doesn't happen. I always say there is no express train in yoga, so you have to work at it a little bit every day. Hopefully you are enjoying this time to tune into yourself and tune out the chatter of the world. So we begin with the upper back opener, which I would like my students to practice for 4 minutes before they even begin their yoga for the upper back back bending pose. But we're not going to stay there for 4 minutes today. I'm going to show you how to do it. So if you want to watch the video and then do the longer warm-up before, go for it. So I have the block set up. This is going to go behind my heart and below my armpits. Okay. So those of you who are my students, we do this often. So the block is behind my heart. So my scapula, those flat wings, are moving towards the back ribs. My head is on the block. You can put your head on the medium height of the block or lower, depending on the flexibility of your upper back and the length of your back. And you want to feel stretch across the upper chest. This feels really good because the pectoral muscles, the armpits are getting a nice stretch. If your lower back is pretty healthy, you can lengthen your legs. If your lower back gives you a little shout, bend your knees. So you can stay here, elevate the heart, kind of lift the ribs, lengthen the torso before we begin this practice for 4 or so minutes if you do it again on your own. The other option is to take an ordinary blanket. You see, I folded it in half already. I'm folding it in half again. And then I'm going to roll it up like a cinnamon bun before you slice the cinnamon buns. And put it in the same spot, like on the diaphragm. If you were wearing a bra, the bra strap area, so that it's empty above the armpits. Here you can let your head go flat on the floor. If it's not comfortable, put the block under your head and bend your knees if you like, or leave your legs long. So this is an upper back opener. You can move the tops of the shoulders towards the floor, lengthen the neck, and basically hang out and relax for 4 minutes. Okay, let's assume 4 minutes have passed. Next we're going to do windshield wipers. So I will show you from the side. The windshield, we're first going to prepare the lower back by waking up the vertebrae. So my feet are wide. Okay, I'm going to drop my right knee to the arch of my left foot, keeping the shoulders flat. Bringing the right knee up, dropping the left knee towards the arch of the right foot. Coming up, right knee towards left arch. Coming up, left knee towards right arch. Coming up, keep going. I'm going to just show you that my feet are wide. I'm going to drop my right knee towards my left arch. Notice my left knee stays upright. It doesn't go out. So I have control of this leg. Okay. Right knee comes up, left knee towards the arch of the right foot. Comes up, right knee towards arch of left foot. Now here, let's just stay here a moment. So you can think of an internal channel of energy from your right inner ear down to your right knee. Okay, and make it long and bright. And come on up. And now drop that left knee to your right arch. Find your inner ear and the spark of energy, the line of energy from your left inner ear to your left knee. Lengthen it, stretch it. It's got an energetic stretch. And come on up. And one more time. Find that energetic circuit. Stretch the energetic body. Come on up. And now left knee to the right arch of the right foot. Stretching the energetic current. And come on up. Next, you don't have to slide around like I am. So, here we are, flat on our back, with our knees bent, shoulders down, as if they're Velcro here, and Velcro on the mat, okay? We're going to do pelvic tilts. So, again, waking up, lubricating, loosening, kind of oil can into the pelvic bones. We're going to lift the tailbone, and then drop the tailbone, tip of the tailbone. So it's a rolling motion. Lift the tailbone, drop the tailbone. So we're moving our whole pelvic bowl up and then moving the pelvic bowl down. So we're not lifting the hips up. We're rotating the pelvic bowl down, and the tip of the tailbone is going down, and now the tip of the tailbone is moving up. And now down. The navel lifts when the tailbone goes down. The navel moves back when the tailbone comes up. So down and up. And one more time. Down and up. Okay. Next, we're going to work on the shoulders. Okay. So, you have your blanket. If you have sensitive knees, you could use your blanket. Okay, and you're going to kneel. And you need a block. If you don't have a block, you can use a bucket. Okay, and we're going to move our knees apart and move the buttocks towards the heels. Okay, we're going to put our head on the block. If your buttocks don't go to your heel, you could lead the buttock up. You could use the higher part of the block, or you could use 2 blocks. Okay, but we want a flat back, not a cashewed back. We're going to plant our right hand elbow up. Take the left hand, little finger side down, and slide it through. And you also roll your head and drop your left temple onto that block. Notice my hips stay square. Breathe. You can get a lot of breath. You can feel the back ribs here on the left side of your body. Give them a visit. Come back to the center. We're going to plant our left hand and roll and slide the little finger side of the right hand underneath that left elbow. Drop the right temple down and breathe. Continue breathing. I'm going to show the people who can't get down on their knees what they can do. Okay? So you can take your chair and you're going to take your left hand under and try to grab the side of your ribs. And then take your right hand under, grab the side of your ribs. Okay? And you can stay here longer. And breathe. Okay. And everybody who is on their knees, let's go one more time. Planting your right hand, drop, slide your left hand underneath, roll onto the left temple, and breathe. Come back up, plant your left hand, slide the little finger side of your right hand underneath. And breathe. Come back to the center. Now we're going to stretch our right hand out to the side and then stretch the left hand out of the side. Maybe you can match your thumbs and just breathe into the left armpit, left side ribs. Stay there and breathe while I show the people who can't get down on their knees what they can do. Okay, you can drop your right hand towards the floor. And then everybody slide their hand to the left. Slide both hands to the left and breathe. People on the chair, just drop your left hand down and breathe. And then slide your right hand down. People on the floor, we're reaching to the right again. And then reach to the left. You can touch your thumbs, drop your head. And then sit upright. I'd like you to lift your heart, squeeze your upper back. Okay, so let us begin our Bhujangasana. So everybody get on the floor. If you want to use a blanket, you can use your blanket. I prefer not using a blanket, but some people like it softer. You can put your blanket on your mat. Okay, and we're going to start on our bellies. Everybody can get down on their belly. And stack your right hand on top of your left, drop your forehead on your hands, and just waddle your tail back and forth. Now, drop your shoelaces. If you were wearing sneakers, press your shoelaces down. I know a few of my students find this uncomfortable. They get cramps in their feet. If that's the case, you can leave your toes up. But ideally, if you can get your shoelaces down, get your shoelaces down. Okay? I'm going to lift my head, but you don't have to. You want to now lift the inside muscles of your thighs up towards the ceiling. Okay? Not the outer thighs, the inside muscles of the thigh coming up. Press your pubic bone down. So remember that pelvic tilt we did? Slight pelvic tilt to push the pubic bone down against the mat. Inside of the thigh muscles lifting up. Now we're going to slide our elbows towards our rib cage, okay? So our elbows are not up. Our elbows are down, hands are down, middle finger forward. So we're going to hold this pose for 1 minute. I'm timing. And I'll go through the instructions. So shoelaces down, knees pointing down, inside of the thighs moving up, pubic bone pressing down, and we're lifting. Lift from where the t-shirt hits the nape of your neck. Okay? Lift from that point. And then from there, lift your top of your head. So we don't want the face to be going forward and crunching the cervical spine. The neck. Okay? So lift from the nape of the neck, press the hands down, press the elbows down, press the shoelaces down, press the pubic bone down, and lift the heart up. Sometimes I give instructions of imagine you're rolling a marble from your navel to your chin, where you have rolled a marble. Press down the elbows, press down the hands. So we're building bone in the upper, in the shoulders, in the pelvis, the femur bone. Now, that's a minute, so you can come down. Now, some people, that was too much. So you could hold your elbows and come up halfway. Okay? So you can see I'm still lifting and squeezing my upper back, have my shoelaces down, pressing my pubic bone, and you can even move your elbows out. Okay? So what you want is to bring circulation, new blood energy into the spine. Okay? That it and kind of counteract the tendency to cashew here. This is a marvelous pose. Now, if you want to do, I'll just do this quickly. For those of you who would like a little more challenge, you can do Shalambhasana. This is the first version of Shalambhasana, where the arms are out like an airplane, squeezing the upper back and lifting both legs. But the same rules apply, lifting the inner muscles of the thighs, pressing down the pubic bone, lifting from the nape of the neck. You hold this pose for a minute. You can do that on your own if you like. Okay? And then let's rest. Drop your head on your stacked hands. Feel the breath in the belly pressing against the mat. Big belly breath. Big belly exhale. Big belly breath. Belly exhale. When you're ready, you can roll on your side, kick your top leg towards the front, and come up. Now, we want to learn how to come up without cashewing the back, okay? But I'm not going to come up. I'm going to say goodbye here. I hope you enjoyed the back bending action. We did Bhujangasana and Shalambhasana, one of the 12 poses for osteoporosis. And stay awesome, and remember, peace begins with a smile, and I'll see you the next video.